Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a Quick Pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Yeah. Wow, I'm back. Welcome to Ridealong Live for today. It is Tuesday, second day of spring here in North America. Nice weather. Moishe Rush, nice to have you on board. Happy that you got notification. But for those who did not get notification, everybody just share the live, because today we have something interesting, not interesting, but important. It's interesting, but it's also very important. Very, very important. There have been so much happening, guys, in this beloved village of mine. I mean, I didn't grow up in that village. But after a time when I'm in Grenada, I'm in that village. I'm there all the time. Lovely people. It's a really nice place. But what we've seen over the past couple of weeks and months, guys, is just a lot of, let me put it as it is now, a lot of stupidness. A lot of stupidness has been happening in this beloved village of mine, place that I have so many friends. Huh? So we have to talk about it. So we're gonna talk extensively about what's happening. And in one particular case, guys, that is happening now, we have a guest who's going to share his story, his recollection of an incident that happened and transpired, and how it was poorly handled in his perspective, how it was poorly handled by the police. Yeah, a lot to discuss. All right. Lacey J, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Everybody share. Good night to you. Everybody share. Moishe Rush, you're cold in London? No worry, we're gonna send some nice warm air for you. Everybody share. I wanna start, but I really want to get everybody engaged in this, right? I really want to get everybody engaged in this conversation. Very, very important. Very, very important. As soon as everybody says shares, just say I share. Keisha, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Guys, let me also say that this program is brought to you with the kind compliments of Amazing Colors Mass. Of course, if you're playing Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors, that's for Carnival. And the official launch is on May 7th, Jab, and Monday Night Mass launch. Also, guys, I got to tell you about, where is that flyer? There it is. Yeah. Spice Mass launch in New York. Yeah, going to be amazing. Spice Mass launch in New York featuring Little Natty and Thunder, Vaughn, Dash, Specky, Zingo, Scala, man, just a host of artists. First time, guys, big launch right here in New York. I'll tell you more about this one. It's really amazing. It's really amazing, guys. So for ticket and more information, I just put the link in there. You could scan this barcode there and how you could get your ticket. And of course, this program is brought to you with the kind compliments of the National Lotteries Authority, the NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. I don't want to waste much time because my guest has very, very limited time. He took off from his work schedule to come and chat with us right now. So let's just bring him on as we kick off the thing and help me welcome Wendell, Mr. Bridgman. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good, good, good. All right, do me a favor. I know you're sitting in that area there, and how the phone is, we're seeing half of your face. So if you could just bring it up a bit. Yeah. All of that so good. All of that so good. Okay. So recently, Mr. Bridgman, you sent us some audio. You first called us and you gave us some information on an incident that happened there in your village of Willis, and your concern about what happened. So walk us through the incident. What transpired first? Talk to us about that, the incident.
Well, really and truly, the incident what took place with me and the gentleman, this matter is already in court. I want to get this clear to whosoever is watching the live. The matter already in court. But the main fact about the situation is how the police handle the situation. That is my biggest concern. Whatsoever transpired between me and the guy, that matter is already in court.
Right, right. But to understand what the police did or what actually happened, we have to kind of understand the incident. So I know it's in court, but I don't know if you want to kind of summarize it in a broad way so our viewers could have appreciation or understanding as to what happened.
Really, I don't really want to go through that kind of details with that situation. As I told you, the matter is in the court already. The situation is about how the police handle the scenario.
Okay, all right. So go ahead. We're listening.
Yeah, well, on the 28th of February, me and a guy had an altercation, as I told you. Both of us had offensive weapon, which was cutlass. Both of us was pelting bottle and big stone behind each other. As I told you, people was like, you behave yourself, stop that kind of behavior, we're going to call the police. People call the police. CID reached on the scenario first. In like half an hour, 45 minutes, CID came up on the scenario and they meet the individual in the junction of Willis with the cutlass in his hand. And my sister was coming up at the same time to come to see what was taking place with me, with the situation. And my sister heard the gentleman telling the police and them, he giving me over 100 cut in my head. And the police left the individual with the cutlass and go about the business.
Okay, let's just take it slow a little bit there, because I understand that, and that is very, very concerning. I mean, that's your side of the story, but that's very concerning. Was it an ongoing feud or situation that you guys had over the period of time?
Never. Me and this guy just not going down. We just don't speak to each other.
Right. So was it something specific that sparked that feud? No, I know you're saying that it's in court, but I'm just trying to understand. Was it something specific that sparked that particular altercation?
Yes, something specific that sparked the altercation. Because when I was passing, he made certain remarks, and I made certain remarks towards him too as well. And then we both end up in a high talk for about 5 to 7 minutes. I leave and I came back down in the shop where he is. He was up in the junction. But normally, everybody know I just fry my chicken and fries on the evening time. So when around 1:30, normally that kind of time I leave to go home to Gambia to come back up to start to fry my chicken. So that my first set of chicken and fries could be ready for around 3 o'clock. Because normally school children coming out of school, people coming out of school, they buy the little chicken and chips, you know. And I'm away going home. The individual pulled the cutlass and attacked me. And then when we end up in the first incident, they called the police. The police came. CID came, as I now told you there. And whatsoever transpired between them, they left them with the cutlass and go.
Mm.
And about 2 hours after, I leave going home again to go and take a shower. And the individual come back behind me with the same cutlass again. So we had 2 altercations in one day. But the whole fact about it, the police came and they meet the guy with the cutlass. That second altercation didn't also take place. The police meet the individual with the weapon in his hand and they left him and go. Whatsoever connection he and the police have, they know the connection. That is ridiculousness. So it's like, I is nobody.
So
I is a born citizen of Grenada.
Since both you and him had offensive weapon, did the police speak to you or charge you with offensive weapon or anything?
Both of us have charges against each other.
Okay. Okay. So the police came on the scene. They recognized that he had an offensive weapon. You had an offensive weapon. He told the police that he go give you more than 100 chap in your head or whatever the case might be.
Yes, he told the police that.
Which is that, and you heard, someone heard he told the police that. It's not hearsay.
Several people came down in the bar where I is and tell me, look what the gentleman told the police. Even my sister heard the guy.
Right. Okay. And the police then just said, okay, give you a charge and then left?
They didn't give me a charge. They left and they go. About 10 minutes after Central come, well, to my understanding, like, he don't have no kind of connection in Central. You see, and them big boys and them would just be hanging.
Oh.
You see, and them CID and them RU guys and them we had a connection going on. You understand what I'm saying? So when after CID left, Central came about 10-15 minutes after, and he went and hide. They tell me to come down and give a statement. I tell them, yes, tomorrow, please, the Lord, I will come down and give a statement. They leave and they go. They tell me they went to go and look for him. They didn't see him. And they left. And for the second time, the evening about after 4, I leave to go home again. The individual come and attack me with the same cutlass again.
Oh.
And this time, Central came up about half an hour after. And they took me and they bring me down in the station. I give a statement. And while I leave in the station, he come in the station to go and give a statement. And then about 3 days after, the police tell me, well, I will be charged for assaulting the guy and some other charge they tell me about. So I have 2 charges against me.
So did the CID, when the CID came, before the Central came, the CID came and he spoke to them, did they come to you at all and told you anything?
They never came to me. They never came to me.
So what was the purpose of CID coming there? Again, that is
the situation I'm trying to understand. That is the question I'm looking for. Why is the reason why they come? And there was call about a situation. Because you know all police vehicles have radio connections.
Right.
So whensoever a scenario happen, they will call and like the nearest police to the area will be first on the scenario. And CID was the first person on the scenario. Whatsoever he and them talk about, and as my sister told me, she heard him telling the police he giving me over 100 cut in my head. They just leave the individual with the cutlass and they just go about their business.
All right, let me just update everyone on where we are. If you just came in, guys, we're talking here with Mr. Bridgman, and Mr. Bridgman is a legend. From his side of the story is that he was, and this let me preface this by saying that this case is currently, under investigation. The police are taking it up. This matter is in court, but he's a legend that he and a certain individual in the village of Willis, a place that I love, a place that I've been to, a place that I'm always visiting. They had some altercation over a period of time. right? And it escalated to the point where at one point they were head to head, possibly throwing missiles at each other. That what some eyewitnesses also told me. They're possibly throwing missiles at each other back and forth. And then it escalated to where they both pulled an offensive weapon, which was a cutlass, a machete, right? And they confronted each other, right? Now, that is a dangerous situation because it's dangerous for many, many, many reasons. One of which, if you know Willis very well, I've been following a lot of things happening in Willis. We had an incident that happened, an incident that happened over alleged chopping, where somebody lost their hand. We had an incident, and that had nothing to do with this gentleman here. It had nothing to do with Mr. Bridgman, but I'm just telling you of some of the incident that happened recently in the same village. We have a next situation where somebody else, I think, bite off somebody's cheek or lip or something like that. These incidents happen, so the police visit that area quite frequently. Let's put it plain as it is. The police know what goes on in that particular area there. So they came to that incident, and his allegation is that CID came. The guy spoke to them because he believed that he had some relationship with the police. Told the police, he said that he heard someone heard him told the police that he would give Mr. Benjamin at least 100 chap in his head, and the CID then left, and that is, we have to ask a lot of questions, because then if CID came to investigate a situation, why would they then just leave? It's like you're leaving them, both of them, to chop up one another. Central came, and that's when things actually started to move, right? All right, so let's take that part again. You went down to the police station. You and he went down to the police station. They charged you for your role in the offensive weapon pulling and thing like that. They also charged him. Do you guys have like a restraining order that you guys can't be around each other or stay far away from each other, anything like that?
Well, the court matter hasn't resolved yet, so we didn't reach that situation as yet.
So there was no restrictions between.
No.
There was no restrictions. From the police perspective, there was no restrictions.
No.
So you went back, and had there been any altercation after that one?
No.
That they have. So everything kind of calmed down now.
Yeah.
Everything kind of calmed down. Okay. All right. I'm happy that happened, because my purpose again of trying to engage this conversation is to see how we could quell some of these things. Right. If it's possible, I could call the gentleman on private line, and if he would speak to me, I would get his story, and I would see how we could quell this thing. Because what I don't want again is another situation where some other chopping happening in Willis. All right. That situation, and everybody in Willis is family, as we know. They're all family. The Bridgman, the brave boy, the James, all family in the same village. So there's no reason why something can come together and we could quell some of these problems that's happening here. Now let's go into
as I told you before, the whole fact about the situation, I have to pay for my consequences with the situation with me and the guy, for pelting missile and this kind of thing. But the whole fact about the situation, what I'm not understanding is why the police left the guy with the cutlass.
Yes.
To come and attack me a second time. That's just the whole point I'm trying to understand. Why is the reason why they left the guy with the cutlass? If it was somebody else, I show the police and them pulling gun behind the person, or some kind of drama thing taking place. The whole fact they left him with the cutlass. And he ain't just tell the police he giving me 100 cut in my head. He tell me that personally for myself. He even go so far and tell me when he finish with me today, Lockwater come with spade and shovel to pick me up. He goes so far as telling me that. I don't lie on the individual. Look the side of my head. This side of the head could take 100 cuts. I'm a dead person. And to me, that is what I find the police left the guy to do, to try to kill me or something. That's just the whole fact about the situation. Whatsoever occurred between me and the guy that told you, the matter is in court. And I know I have to pay my consequences. But I just don't understand why is the reason why the police left the guy with the cutlass. So he could come and attack me a second time. Twice in one day. Not to say it happened today, and he come and it happened the next day, or it happened the following day. Twice in one day.
Yes. Now, I know that Barney Cohen and the RGPF are frequent viewers of this program, and that's a major concern. And I hope that they're paying attention and they will investigate the situation further.
Junior, as I told you last week when I find out who was the police, that was last week Thursday. Friday morning, bright and early, I went straight on the foot to go and see the commissioner. I didn't see the commissioner. They sent me an officer lower down as you're leaving to go up the foot. The first office on the left-hand side. They sent me in an office inside there. I explained the situation. A female police officer take a statement from me. And she tell me she go keep in contact with me. Because I find that is ridiculousness. From since day one, I heard about the situation, Junior. I say anytime I find out who was in police, I'll be going to the commissioner about that situation.
Yeah.
From the day the situation happened. That is real ridiculousness.
Yeah, no, understandable. You don't know who the police is. You have no idea who the police are. The two police.
I find out who was one of the police. That's why I went and make the report.
Right. Okay.
I find out who was one of the police who was on them in the van.
Right. And so they took the information. Did they give any information to them about that particular police officer or officers that came in and left?
Yes, I did.
And
find out who was one police and made the report. So if the commissioner have to do any investigation, he have one police officer's name already. And he will have to say who was his other patriot with him.
Right. Okay, so this is a story right here. From your perspective, Mr. Benjamin, from where you sit, what could be done to sort of de-escalate the situation to a point where we all come together and understand that we are one people and we don't have to get on like that. What would it take? What would it take to fix or try to mend the situation from your perspective? I know there is two sides to all of this stuff here, and I'll try. If the individual will talk to me, I don't mind speaking to him. Is there anything from your perspective that you want that could quell the situation here so nobody don't pulling cutlass and pelting big stone at one another?
Well, as I told you, Junior, the situation is in the court. When I walk in the room and I see the individual, I take my side, he there on his side. I have nothing to tell him, he have nothing to tell me the same way. And I just go about my business.
Right. Okay. Anything else?
So if the situation have to solve, probably the situation may solve in the court because the situation, the matter is already in the court. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything else you wanted to add? Because I want to get some of our viewers on this here. People who've been in the area, people who were around there, people who heard, people who saw stuff. I'm opening up the phone lines for them to call in as well. But anything else you want to add from your perspective, especially from the perspective of curbing this unnecessary back and forth thing that's going on there? I want to speak to the individual because someone even told me that it might be even politically driven. Is that the problem?
All of that too.
Politically driven.
Yeah. All of that too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So listen, I'm gonna open up the phone lines really quickly if anyone wants to call in, because I do believe that there are people who wanted to voice their reaction to what they heard here today. So we're gonna do that. The number that you guys could call in 718-701-5720 is speaking to Mr. Bridgman here, who, as I said, spoke about the altercation incident that happened in Willis. and the CID came, and as fast as they came, they left right after the other gentleman told them whatever he told them. They left him. They didn't arrest nobody. They didn't take away no cutlass, nothing like that. The guy was left with his cutlass to do whatever, and then they left. Um, I don't see that as being a normal practice. I don't see why it should. This that is not a normal practice, especially in this heightened time of crime, where this stuff has been happening for a bit. So I'm thinking police officers, CID should be on full alert and not allowing anything like that to happen, right? And it's a big question that we want to ask the higher brass in the RGPF. Why is that allowed? Why is this police officer did not take immediate action to de-escalate the situation? If it was that they had to take away cutlass or put somebody in handcuffs or whatever it is, not just leave the situation there. If you understand what I'm saying, the situation was lost. And had it not been for the other police officers that came in afterwards, probably there was backup. Who knows? Um, you never know what could have happened after the fact. It could have been a worse situation. All right. So give us a call, guys. It's 718-701-5720, and keep the phone line open if you want to call in and speak about the situation that's escalating there in Willis. Before I let you go, Mr. Bridgman, do you want to make an appeal? Do you want to say anything, especially to appeal to the young man if he's watching, or anyone for that matter? Any last word you want to say before we wrap up?
I have nothing to say to this guy.
Eh?
I have nothing to say to this guy.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will try to see how we could work on both sides to de-escalate the situation, because we don't want to see anything tragic like what we've been seeing in the past couple of weeks happening and coming out from Willis. So stay safe. Stay safe, Wendell. All
Yeah,
right.
I will.
All right. All right. Okay, so again, that was Wendell Bridgman there in the lovely village of Willis. I want to play back the initial audio. Let me see if I could secure that audio. The initial audio that was sent in to us in our Dear Rider program. Let me get it and play it back. All right, let's play back this audio here, guys. This is how the whole thing transpired. Take a listen.
Or it's like the police left the individual with the cutlass to kill me. Good afternoon. My name is from Willis, aka mostly everybody know me. And on the 28th of February, I was in an altercation with the other guy. We an individual ended up in an altercation. Both of us had offensive weapon, which was a cutlass. Both of us was pelting missile behind each other like big stone and ball.
All right, so we had a little problem. I thought the audio was going through, but I realized now that the audio was not going through. All right, sorry about that. But it was just a summary. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The audio should be back now. Guys should be hearing me now. Give me a thumbs up when you're hearing me. All right, when you start hearing me again, give me a thumbs up. And make sure that the audio come back. Silent night, holy night. Give me a thumbs up as soon as you guys could hear me. All right, hit loud and clear. All right, good. So, yeah, so we had a little problem with the audio. Just basically a recap as to what transpired. Now, here's what I want to find out, guys. For those of you who live in Willis, for those of you who've been around this area, not only Willis, but we've been hearing about an upsurge of violence in the Carnage and the call it Sugar Mill area. That's what they used to call it, Sugar Mill area. What is really causing? What is really going on? What is really happening? Why is it that we're seeing all this increased violence? Now, I don't know if we should say thankfully that the situation in Willis doesn't involve any guns. It's still violence. It's still people pulling cutlass. Just last week or so, guys, we heard of an incident that happened where a young man lost his arm. Right? In Willis because of an altercation that could not have been resolved. We heard about situation in the Carnage where night after night, people are reporting heavy gunshot. They're hearing sometimes 4 and 5 shots in that area, Saigon area as well. Now, why I grew up in Grenada and I never, this didn't used to happen before. This never used to happen before. What is it that is causing all of this frustration or this fight and this back and forth that people no longer could fix the problem by coming together and trying to see what the issue is and dealing with it? What is different now that this situation cannot be fixed or cannot be dealt with before it gets to a situation where somebody pointing a gun, somebody pulling a gun, or somebody pulling a cutlass? Ignorance, idle hands, people need things to do, you know. I don't understand. I'm at a loss for words. I don't understand what the situation is. Why is it that we're seeing so many gun violence? We're seeing so many people getting chopped and police officers finding so many firearms all over. Look what happened in St. Lucia, guys. And there is a situation happening in St. Lucia as we speak where the RSS, Regional Security Services, have to be sent to St. Lucia because there is an upsurge of gang activities there. In 2 days, 9 people died. 9 people died in a matter of 2 days, right? It gotten so bad that, you know, they have to send security service there to help protect people. School had to close down. Business place cannot operate. And if we ain't careful, this will be the situation in Grenada as well. Why? So somebody please call me. Help me understand this situation right here. Help me understand this situation right here. Help me understand the situation right here. 718-701-5722. I want the folks from Willis to call me as well. If you live in Willis, I want you to call me. If you live in Willis, I want you to call me right now. Get off the live and call me. Help me explain. Help me understand Help explain what is happening in that lovely village and what needs to be done. Does government have to do more? Does government have to do more things? Does Senator Ron Redhead have to be more involved? Is it politics plaguing people? Is it ignorance? What is the problem? I want you guys to call me up and let's talk. 718-701-5720. All right. Mone, it's a long time. Oh, okay, it's a long time you haven't been on Ride Along. Welcome to you. Kareem, I know you're from that area. Get up the live and give me a call and help me understand. Help explain this situation for me, please. Because the solution for Willis might be the solution for the rest of the island or the rest of the places where we have this upsurge of violence. Help us understand, because trust me, I know the powers that be, the security services, the police officers are watching. All right? All right, let's take this call right here. We got this call. Hold on. All right, caller, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'll put you up. Stay on the line. Hold on, caller, 1 second. I'll put you up. All right, we got a call on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hi. Go right ahead, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm calling from Willis. I'm calling from the area of Willis.
Okay, good. Perfect. Perfect.
Right. Right. Let me give you my take on this whole incident and whatever happening in the village, right?
Right.
Listening? Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is something that's been going on a lot of years. Not a lot of years. Is that it's a tradition kind of thing, right? It's not something that no begin whereby people start fighting against each other for no reason. It's something that's been in the village a lot of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody dealt with it. Nobody fixed it, right?
Uh-huh.
So, and if you know Willis is that area whereby, in a kind of way, everybody know each other.
Everybody,
you know what I mean?
everybody
so
is family, I tell you.
Right.
Everybody's family.
Everybody's
The brave boy,
right.
the brave boy, the everybody's family. The bridgeman.
Everybody's family.
James, yeah.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
Right. So it's something that's been going on for years and nobody fixed it. The elderly never fix it.
Yeah.
So it kind of rubbing off on the youth. It rubbing off on the youth and you will never finish. That have nothing to do with government. You have nothing to do with whoever is the representative for the village, whatever. You have nothing to do with them.
But what is the thing? What is it? When we say it has been. What is it?
Well, I mean, I don't want to give it a word. I don't want to, give it a specific word for people thinking,
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But let me give it the name it for now.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's a kind of tension among the people. It's a tension among the people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know because I born and I meet it here. And I just go through it all the time too. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if it's jealousy, it's bad mind. I don't want to give it a specific name, but it's something among the youth that come from the area. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you have time to sit down and talk about certain things, and you hear they talk about, oh, this person used to do that, and that person used to do that, and that person do that, and people hearing it. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing from me, what I realized too, is not just Willis alone, but on a whole.
Uh-huh.
You see the type of music that really, you see the type of music with the media promoting, with the media playing all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're affecting them badly. And that's what I'm saying. It's affecting them badly. Teachers in school can't even control them children right now. Teachers in school can't control them children.
But in the case with this situation here, those are grown men. This is not children fighting. This is not children pelting pencil behind each other.
Right.
Like big men pulling cutlass at each other.
I'm trying to show you how fight is, how far the situation is.
Okay, you go back there,
right.
in high school,
in school days. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right. So it's not, right now, it's nothing you could do about it. Whether you open some boot camp or whatever, is nothing you could do about it because the guys in them develop. That wouldn't change just like that. If you're a kid, if you're a child, and all you do something wrong with each other, you might go to forgive each other because that is your children.
Right.
But from the time you reach a certain age and your brain cook and certain things happen amongst each other, they don't forget it no more. So it's always this tension amongst them and they will never forget it. This thing happening long. These guys are my problem since football, since this. Any like a simple scenario, these guys are my problem amongst themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Any little thing creating a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And I could look back on issues with these same two guys with football issues. Simple discussion, simple thing, and it's tension. You understand what I'm saying? And it's happening not only with them, with a lot of others, a lot of others. Police can do nothing, government can do nothing. It's them who have to fix it amongst their own self, and that will never happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody has too much of pride. Nobody can come to another and say, I'm sorry about that and I'm sorry about that, because you have others influencing them same way. Understand? They have friends that hate each other for no reason. So when you have your friend that hate the same person, what you expect going to happen?
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm saying. So it's something in which.
No, I was saying that possibly increase on the activities and bring more, like, probably food. Well, they have a nice pasture right there. They have a nice, like, a little playing field. Like, increase on the activities, and hopefully that might bring more togetherness in the village. Because I'm telling you, just the other day I hear somebody chop somebody in Willis, cut out the man's hand. I mean, I don't know the whole depth of what transpired. Weeks before that, we had a situation where somebody bite up somebody or something like that. I've heard stuff before. I heard stuff before that. I heard a lot of stuff. So they have to be someplace to start. You know what I mean? There has to be. Is it more police presence? Like what?
Well, no, watch me. Well, I mean, to me personally, even if the police is there, the situation going to cease for a while. But as soon as the police go, anything could arise. Anything could arise. And that's what I'm saying. They do have the love amongst them. It's the love we lack in. We do have the love for each other. The love we do have. That's what I'm saying. Without that love, nothing could prevail. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So it's a lack of love and a lack of, you know what I mean, caring for each other that causing them kind of situation. I don't know what's going between them. I can't give my view on it. I was never wrong. But knowing the village I born and go here, I know we're lacking love amongst each other here. You know what I'm saying? Instead of we look out for each other, we fight against each other, and that's been going on a lot of years, and no matter what you do, it can't change. I'm telling you the truth, it will never change. I've been there and I'm still here. I just experience it same way for no reason. For no reason. You will experience something else. You got to ask yourself, like, boy, that's not my friend. That's not the same person I sit down drinking with last night or 2 nights ago. You know what I'm trying to tell you? I don't know what to say. I can't know nothing about it. You could try. I mean, I listen to this and I'm glad to hear you out there, glad to hear, you know, Mr. Bridgman come out. I don't know. Whoever the next day I would have liked he give his views too. You know what I'm saying? But everybody could experience different things. You know what I'm saying? But as I say, between my take on it, that will never change. Right now, it will never change. It won't change. Because that going on the youth, and it just keep going. It's a lack of love. I tell you, it's a lack of love and caring for each other, man. And it won't change. But you know what I mean? I just tell them a call and give my views, you know, and whatever.
No, I appreciate your call. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling and sharing your views on the situation right here. 718-701-5720. We open up the phone line. Let's talk about the situation right here, guys. Someone just reminded me that there was a situation a little while back where someone stoned down somebody in the house or something like that. I mean, I'm not saying that this is isolated to Willis, eh? No way am I saying that everything happened in Willis and nothing happened anywhere else. People have the fallout, people have the disagreement, people have the fights and altercation that happens in anywhere in the world. So I'm not isolating and singling out Willis. In particular, Willis is a place that I tell you, when I'm in Grenada, I just literally live there, right? I just be there a lot. You know, our producer, you know, that's where she stay. You know, we have a long relationship with the people of Willis. So I'm concerned. And if that means that we have to get Honorable Ron Redhead and say, yo, Ron, what's going on? What's happening? We can't just say, you know what, boy, this thing is bad and we can't do nothing to fix it. we can't just say that, you know, this is wash we hand at the place and we just let it happen. Something have to be done. Want some recommendation, guys? 718-701-5720. We're speaking about this situation that happened there, other incidents that transpired over a period of time, and we had one individual who was involved in one of the latest incidents there, explaining what transpired. One of the things that he's very disgusted about is that the CID came, and that's his reports. CID came on the scene, and they pretty much left the guy with the cutlass and everything like that. After he told them that he's going to give this guy at least 100 chop in the head. So that have to be investigated. If that is the case, I know that is not the norm. If the police show up on the scene, is to quell the situation, is to de-escalate the situation, is to disarm if there is a situation that's happening. So that's a question right there. Why were he left with the machete to just basically go and do whatever you have to do? So we're gonna get some questions on that. Let me see. Exquisite said, Junior, call CID. Let's hear from them. We will get in touch with CID to see if they could respond to this latest accusation. We will, and I know, you know, my good friend Vanny Cohen, Raymond Matthew Beast, he's back on the force. He's back, and many others, friends that we have that are working in the area. They'll be able to give us some clarification on it. I'm going to make the call and try to find out on why the situation was left as is. All right. I remember when Money Mice and them used to come in town and have probably River Road Carnage boys. They used to block this step going up to Cinders. Yeah, well, I don't know about that particular incident. But Akeem, you from that area there. So probably you could start and see what is the first step or the first few steps that need to be done to fix the situation there, de-escalate, and just stop that violence, man. All right? Let's see. Guys, let's take a quick commercial break. I'll come back with final words. Don't move, we'll be right back.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
All right. I want to tell you about this quick bit of information here. The Prime Minister is going to be in Canada. I have the ad on my reel. I just tried to play it. It didn't come up. So let me see if I could read it back for you guys here. It's also posted on the page. Yeah, the Prime Minister is going to be in Canada in Canada Day long weekend. I'll get information and play back the ad before the show ends. For those of you in Canada and want to be a part of this grand event, where is it? If I can't find it in the program, guys, I promise you I'm going to put it on the website. I'll play it back after the show. Right. I'm going to find it later. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program. But let me say this before I go, guys. The government, the minister himself cannot do it all. So when I say let me call on Ron, I'm not saying that that's the problem, right? Because Ron cannot wave a magic wand and put everybody in line. It takes the whole community. It takes the entire community to want to change, to want to have betterment in the community. It takes everyone to move this whatever they have out, or to try to fix this problem or de-escalate a situation. So the minister himself, the 15 members of cabinet cannot solve the problem. Everybody have to be on deck to want to solve the problem in order for the problem to get solved overall. All right? But I will be attempting to speak to the other side, the other individual in question, and see if he would speak to us and give us his perspective on the situation. Okay, promise you guys that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. We appreciate you. Yes, we appreciate you. On the behalf of all our production team here, our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, we say thank you so much. Our moderators, Kibbs, Deanne Fraser, and Gail Charles. Catch you guys again tomorrow right here on The Ride. Don't forget that this program was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Spice Mass Corporation and their big carnival launch on April 28th in Grenada. And of course, the Spice Mass launch in New York on the 7th of May, featuring all the top acts right here in Brooklyn. It's going to be an amazing event. You guys want to get your ticket and more information, you could find that on the page. Performing live, we have Little Natty and Thunder, Lil Kerry, Vaughn, Dash, Scholar, Crave, Skinny Banton, Alma Boy, Zingo, Inspector, Kush, DJ Lil B, Magician, and Naughty Vibes. Tickets $40, available at Go to Fet, and $50 at the door. Thank you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Top reasons to choose Ridealong Live for your wedding video production. Now, your wedding day is one of the most important days of your life. It is a day that you would want to cherish and remember forever. That's why it's important to choose the right company to handle your wedding video production. Here are some of the reasons why you should choose us. Professionalism. Now, we are a team of experienced professionals who are dedicated to providing high-quality video production services. We have worked with countless couples to capture their special day and create videos that they can cherish for a lifetime. Attention to details. Now, we understand that every wedding is unique. That's why we take the time to get to know and understand our client's individual need. We pay attention to every detail, from lighting to song to the editing, to ensure that your video is perfect. Creativity. We are always looking for new and innovative ways to capture that special day. We use the latest equipment and techniques to create a video that are both beautiful and unique. Customization. We understand that every couple has different needs and preferences. That is why we offer customizable packages to meet your every need. We work with you to create a package that meets your budget and your vision. And last but not least, customer satisfaction. Now, our goal is to provide you with a video that you would love. We are committed to customer satisfaction, and we work with you in every step of the way to ensure that you're happy with the final product. Choose Ridealong Live for your wedding video production, and let us capture the special day in a way that you can cherish forever. Speak to our dedicated representative. Call 718-701-5720. We travel worldwide. Ridealong Media Group. Always amazing, always exceeding your expectations.